With the Thanksgiving holiday behind us, we're reminded that this year and this Congress will soon come to a close. The past 2 years have been a time of historic accomplishments on behalf of the American people, historic tax and regulatory reform, landmark legislation to combat the opioid epidemic, a return to regular order appropriations, much-needed reforms and resources for our men and women who wear the uniform today and for our veterans. The list goes on and on. As the 115th Congress comes to a close, my colleagues will have much indeed to be proud of. But we aren't finished yet. The Senate still has a full plate of important business that we must complete before the end of the year. At the top of the list are more nominations, well-qualified individuals the President's chosen for executive and judicial service. Since the beginning of this Congress, the majority has taken the Senate's role in the personnel business very seriously. We've taken every opportunity to process nominations efficiently and fulfill our responsibility to advise and consent. Of course, thanks to a concerted delaying effort from our colleagues across the aisle, a number of important offices remain unfilled. Accomplished nominees have waited patiently on the Senate calendar. Important posts have remained vacant, while my colleagues on the other side of the aisle slow-walk nominations and force a record-breaking number of cloture votes. We're 2 years into this administration. The President deserves his team. Our constituents deserve the government they voted for. So as we have this entire Congress, we'll continue to make nominations a top priority for as long as need be. The nominees we'll consider this week are highly regarded and well-equipped for public service. We'll begin with Stephen Vaden, who's been nominated to serve as General Counsel at the Department of Agriculture. Mr. Vaden is a graduate of Vanderbilt and Yale Law School. He brings experience from multiple federal court clerkships and from years in practice in administrative law and appellate litigation. The nominee was voted out of agriculture with bipartisan support, including that of the ranking member. So I would urge each of my colleagues to join me in voting to advance Mr. Vaden's nomination this afternoon and to confirm him this week. Then we'll turn to more nominations for the Department of Commerce, for the Federal Judiciary, for the Bureau of Consumer Financial Protection. I look forward to confirming each of them without undue delay.